welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about everything about hair because I saw how much you guys loved the last video of mine, how to dress as a petite girl. I thought maybe I'm going to give you some of my tips for hair. So let's get started. So first thing you need to know is what type of hair you have. You need to figure out what type of hair you have. That's always my first answer to people who come to me and ask me these things. Is your hair curly? Is your hair wavy? Is your hair straight? Do you have thick hair? Do you have thin hair? Do you have very dry hair, very greasy hair, or a combination of both? And do you have dandruff? These are all very important points to first kind of get out of the way to actually know more about your hair and how to treat it correctly. So let me tell you my type of hair. I have wavy hair, I have thick hair, and I have lots of it. I have a combination of greasy hair on top and really dry ends. And sometimes I do have dandruff, but not often. So now I'm gonna take you through my hair care routine. So what I usually do is I get in the shower, I wet my hair, and then I will take my shampoo. I would recommend always using the same shampoo and conditioner, but what you can do is use a combination of maybe a shampoo that is against greasy hair, but then use a conditioner that is actually for dry and split ends. That is something I totally am for, but I'm just saying, if you're trying to keep the scent of your hair available throughout the days, then maybe go for something that's very similar scented. But I use the L'Oreal Magique shampoo and conditioner. It's exactly the same brand and the same line, and this one is good for dry hair. So as you might remember, I talked about how I had really greasy hair, and why am I using something for dry hair? Basically, the greasy hair most of the times comes after a few days, and I know that is a natural thing of the body to produce, but if you're someone who has a faster cycle in getting greasy hair, I would then opt for a shampoo that is against the grease, and yeah. But I use my shampoo, so I wet my hair first, take the shampoo, and then scrub my scalp. I do this not too aggressively because I have a very, very sensitive skin and very sensitive scalp. But I do that for a few minutes and then rinse it out. And I'm a girl that loves to shampoo her hair 2 times. This is just how I've done it all my life. I've been never taught it differently. So I know a friend of mine who just does it 1 time, but she showers every day. So I think it also depends on how often you wash your hair. But I wash my hair about like 2 to 3 times a week. So, and okay, getting back to what I wanted to say. So I go in with the second time with my shampoo. Again, scrub with my scalp scrubber, and then rinse it out. Then I'll take my conditioner, put it only in the ends of my hair, not on the top. I know many people actually also apply it to the top of their hair, but the conditioner is actually there too. The thing is, why we put conditioner in our hair is not only for detangling, but also to take care of the ends of our hair, because these are basically dead. I mean, if you compare it to the top of your head and your roots of your hair, these are not dead, they're still very alive, but these ends have been hanging there for a really long time. So conditioner is a very good way to nourish that. So I take a very generous amount of conditioner. Sometimes I may take a bit too much, but I take it with my hand, put it in my hair, and then I let it sit for about 5 minutes. What I'll do in between this time of waiting is use my body wash, blah blah blah, but that's not about hair. So I get out of the shower and I put my hair into a microfiber towel. I used to take a normal towel, but I heard that it's really aggressive with your hair and I didn't want that, so I just opted for a microfiber towel. So I put it up, I let it sit a bit, but I'm not leaving it in for like an hour or two because I still want to do my hair care that needs to be done on wet or like towel dry hair. So products I use after the shower are most of the times my curling cream, which is from Bali Curls. I love that cream, it's so nice and smells so good. So I put that in and I scrunch my hair a lot, and then I'll wait for like, I don't know, like 10 minutes, and then I go in with the L'Oreal Magique oil to kind of loosen up the curling cream I've put in my hair, because sometimes the curling cream does tend to make my hair a bit stiff if I use too much. But especially that curling cream is the first cream I've ever used where my hair didn't get stiff from, so very happy with that. But yeah, I use the Magique one just to give more hydration to the ends of my hair, and also because it smells really good. And on other days, or also just adding on to that, is the Bali Curls Curling Mist. I love this mist so much because I'm not very attentive, let's say that, when applying products onto my hair, but I try to be more attentive, honestly, also just to save product. But I put that into my hair as well, and this mist has really changed my hair and how long my waves kind of also get into curls sometimes. And I've been really loving it because the mist doesn't leave any residue, which I also had many troubles with in the past, oh my god. But once a hairstylist actually told me that the first thing you should do when getting out of the shower is not comb your hair, but literally go through it with your fingers. So I've been doing that ever since then. I don't see a difference, but I mean, I still do it. But I do see a difference in like how much hair I would lose in comparison to when I use a brush, because the brush obviously catches more knots than just your bare fingers. But what I do is I work with my hands through my hair with the curling cream and with the oil, and then later on when I put on the mist, I then brush my hair very gentle. I like I like hold it here and then brush the ends and then move forward and forward, and just not to rip out too much hair because I don't want to be bald. But exactly, that's what I do with my hair. It's not really a lot, but now are my tips incoming, which I do to prevent greasy hair, and also just two different types of things I do when it's greasy but I don't feel like putting dry shampoo in or taking a shower. So few things you can actually do to prevent greasy hair is, I don't know if this applies to a lot of people, but if I put my hair up into a ponytail, into a bun, like one day after I showered, my hair is going to be so much more greasy than it would have been if I just let my hair be. Obviously, yes, you can do a ponytail, you can make a bun, but I'm just saying, for me, it's really weird to see how fast it gets greasy when I put it up in a ponytail. So if somebody of you knows why, please let me know, because I'm really interested to know that. So don't put your hair up one day after you showered. Second thing, if your hair is already greasy, you need to get out of the house because you don't have time to shower and you don't feel like putting dry shampoo on your hair. I get that, because I don't like how dry it makes my scalp, especially when I'm already having a bit of dandruff. So what I'll do is basically I use some hair gel to really give it a slick back look and put it into a bun or into a ponytail. And because of the gel, it completely just gets rid of the greasiness, because the gel itself is also kind of glossy and shiny. So I do that most of the times too, to kind of hide the grease of my hair. Also, another tip for preventing greasy hair is stop touching it. I know many people love to play with their hair when they're nervous, when they're bored, when they're in uni, when they're in school, when they're at their jobs. But if you touch your hair the entire time with your fingers, which could be sweaty, which could be dirty, which could be, I mean, dry could also be, it will make your hair so greasy so fast. Like, I remember just a few weeks ago, I showered one day before, and I went through my hair because I thought, oh, I look so good, whatever, I look good. And then I come home, my hair was greasy. So I don't know if it's because of my sweaty fingers or stuff like that, but don't touch your hair if you want to prevent this grease from happening. So yeah, that is everything I had to share about how I deal with my hair, how I take care of it, and how to really keep it minimalistic. I also don't like to take very expensive products, because at the end of the day it's hair which gets cut either way again, and then I need to pay another 50 bucks for my shampoo, and I mean, it does make sense to me. So I believe that there's always an option in the drugstore. All my products are from the drugstore, and my hair is healthy and it's looking good, at least I think so. And yeah, I hope this video helped you guys. If it did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and click the bell if you want to get notified every time when I upload a new video. And yeah, I love you guys. Bye.